Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Howard back at it with another video. I wanted to talk about a specific anime in mind. It's called Jojo Bizarre Adventure. Maybe some of you guys already heard it, but this has been this is probably one of the best long animes I've ever watched. I was actually going through a really tough time while I was watching the show, so I thought it really helped me out cope with things at the time. But let's go ahead and get into it. So with this show, I honestly think it does a really good job with just with storytelling in general. Like I like how it goes from like pretty much like there's six parts in this whole show. It starts off with like a character named Jonathan, and then it goes to Joseph. It goes to Jotaro. I believe the next guy is Josuke, and then it's Giorno, and then it's Jolene. So pretty much like it goes from like one character to another. Like pretty much it's like for example, like for Jonathan, it talks about him, that starts off the whole Jojo Bizarre Adventure, you know, whole show from him, So then it goes from his grandson, which is Joseph, and then it goes to his grandson, which is Jotaro, and so it's like a whole continuing cycle of like different family members down the line that have their own adventures, have their own like strengths or weaknesses. And I mean, even from the get go, like man, the show is like just so great. Like just with their own animation, like from the openings, like they have great music, they have great like animations, and along with like how the characters look from like the opening itself to the show. So it's kind of cool that they really do change it up a lot. And it's very unique, and I get like I know this show. It's kind of there's a lot of memes I guess all over social media about the show. Like it'll be like kind of one of those shows where they I don't know, they show like weird stuff, but but there's more to it, Like it's a great story, so it like makes up for everything. But honestly, like I think the show really does a great job with I just feel like I got a lot out of the show. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it does a great deal of like, the storytelling, the way they get out of situations and just I think in general, like what I got out from the show, I believe I got out like I believe the whole premise, at least the way I took it, was like generational growth. Like so since it starts off with Jonathan, I believe that it goes like from him, to Joseph Jojotaro. Every character and every part, they get so much stronger, so much smarter, so much better than like the person before them, And I feel like that's the whole point of us being here. I think that's the whole point of us being here in life is that we always want to be better than the people before us. For example, you know, I'm just gonna use me as an example. I honestly think like the reason why I'm here, I've thought about this a lot. Like the reason why I'm here is because I'm supposed to be better than, my dad or like my grandfather, learn from their mistakes and be better than them. I'm sure that's what they would want. And I'm sure that's what everybody would want, just especially even like when you plan on having kids or just plan on but I mean, I guess that's like the big thing. You plan on having kids, you'd expect your kids to be better than you. You want them to um, not fall in the same mistakes as you. And I feel like that's the whole point. Literally that's like the whole thing I got out from the show is that you would want to be better than people before you. It's the whole point of the continuing life cycle of everything of us being here. So that's really what I got out of this whole show. Is that another example, like real life example, I guess I would put into words is that I let's just say for example, like I think if someone like I don't know, for example, like they have like a dad that's like a drug addict or something, or like an alcoholic or a cheater or whatever, like just because like they were that doesn't mean you have to be, like we're all destined to have our own journey, our own strengths, our own weaknesses, and we can choose to learn from them and to grow from them. So that's honestly what I got from this whole show. Just from like goes from like from grandson to grandson, then it goes from like a half son or half grandson, and then it goes to like they switch up the show. Like the last part, I believe, like part six, it it's a girl. So it's like it's like one of I think it's Jotaro's granddaughter or his granddaughter or something like that. I think his daughter. But I just feel like they just do such a good job like transitioning everything, and that's pretty much what I got from this whole show. I hope you guys, if you guys ever have a chance to check it out as well. I mean, I think it's a great show, especially if like you're ever coping with anything. Like in my situation, I was dealing with a lot of stuff at the time, and I think it's a really great show to cope with. It's a lot of fun, like a lot of problem solving within the show that they do, like just different villains that they deal with. It's just oh my god, it's just so crazy. But I really do hope you guys get a kick out of it if you guys ever do decide to watch this. And yeah, I just hope you guys, if you have a chance, just go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok. I'm still going to continue posting and everything. I just know something's kind of hard, but I'm going to do the best I can. So I'm hoping you guys get a kick out of it. I hope you guys learn something from this, learn from something from the show if you guys ever get a chance. And I'll catch you guys in the next episode.